Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video, we're going to be talking about building your audience. I know most of the topics that we cover here are building websites, but I think this area of building your audience is very, very important, whether you're a blogger, entrepreneur, or small business owner. Okay, so before we begin, let's go through the things that we're going to cover throughout this presentation. So firstly, we're going to go through some recommended tools for success. So all this will be covered in this presentation. We're also going to go through a proven success strategy that works. And also, if you haven't started yet, there's a free website course that I'll be giving away at the end of this training. If you have already built a website, you're probably excited, happy that you've built your website, but you know what? That's just part of the equation. For you to have a successful business or for you to thrive on the internet with your website, you need traffic. Traffic brings a lot of benefits because think about it. If you just have a beautiful website up there on the internet, how is anyone going to discover it or know about what you do if you don't have people visiting it? Hence the importance of traffic. The other also importance of traffic are you can start building your email list because you can actually use this email list to provide discounts, sell your promotions, and also communicate with your audience. Okay. The next thing is you can actually increase sales. So let's say you've just built a website which sells products or services. By having a lot of traffic, it means that there are more and more people that will be discovering your services, and that makes it easier for you to sell your products. Okay, so let's say you're not selling anything and you don't want to grow your email list. Well, there has to be a reason why you're having a website. So this could be for brand awareness. So the more people that come to your website, the more people get to know who you are and what you do. So in fact, there's only one way to get a lot of traffic to your website, and this is through building content. So the three types of content that you can build are video, audio, and written articles. Now, all these three are very, very good. I mean, if you're good in video, you can jump in and start creating videos. If you're not comfortable with the video, you can actually go and do audio podcasts. And if you don't like both of those, you can just go in and write some articles. And this is a popular way of getting people to know your what you do. So I know you may say, well, if I don't want to create content, I can still get traffic by paying for it. Well, yes, that's true, but you still need to get the content that people need to come to your website and read about. Okay, right. So if we take a look at the structure of the internet at the moment in terms of content marketing, there are three main platforms where you can upload your content to. So first of all, there's YouTube. Now, YouTube is the second largest search engine, right? And it's owned by Google. So that's massive. You also have Facebook, which has the most users on their platform. So I'm pretty sure if there's anything you need to sell, high chances are that the people that you're trying to sell your products or services to, they are on Facebook. Right? And then finally, we have iTunes. Now, iTunes is also very, very important because this base is for people that enjoy listening to audio content. Okay, so there are also other platforms like Instagram, Pinterest, and all of that. But these three are the major platforms. And if you are considering to create content, this is where you need to look at. Right, so if we take a look at video itself, video is very, very important. In fact, according to Cisco Systems, they're predicting 80% of traffic on the internet is going to be video by 2019. Think about it. 80% of traffic on the internet will be video. So with me, it's a no-brainer. Whether I like video or not, I will have to go in and learn how to create videos. So this is a great opportunity because when it comes to platforms, if you look at YouTube, they are a search engine. So when people are searching for tips, techniques, products, reviews, and all of that, chances are you're going to come across a video. So by being in that space, it means that you are future-proofing your business. So this is something that you may need to consider. However, it doesn't mean that if you don't do a video, you won't be successful. I mean, there are so many people that are making a lot of money just by sticking to one platform, which produces audio, which is iTunes. So they just do podcasts and that's it. And they make a lot of money. So this is just me trying to explain that if video is something that you like and you're thinking about, there's a great opportunity there because this is what they're predicting. So building an audience, it's very, very exciting because you can get to interact with people from across the world. And this is something that we never had before the internet and social media. So in order for you to be successful with building an audience, you need to create engaging content. Okay, because people will just tune off if you have content that is not exciting, it's not engaging. And also, you need to create content on a regular basis. I look at this as TV. You know, when you have a favorite program coming on a specific time, you look forward to it. But if you don't create regular content, it just means people just stumble across your contents, which is not a good way of engaging with your audience. So if you have a specific day that you need to produce your content, that makes things even easier because people will know that on a Wednesday, they're expecting a video from you. So you need to create some sort of a schedule when you create your content. The other thing as well, which I touched on a little bit in the previous slides, is social media profiles. Social media profiles are very, very important because these profiles help you push your product out and also amplify the viewership, because without the social media platform or profile, I mean, how are people going to directly interact with you and know that you've posted content? So let's say I've created a video. What I'll do is I would go on Twitter and tweet that I've just produced a video. Or if I'm going live, I can tweet and say I'm going live in such and such a time. So this is allowing your audience to follow you when you've produced that content. So this is very, very important. And I know I've just mentioned Twitter, but this can also apply to Facebook. If you have a Facebook group or a Facebook page, this is where you can say to your followers that you have something coming up very short, or something is going on. So it's quite important to have a social media profile. And also having a social media profile, yes, that's the first step, but you also need to be able to promote your content on social media because this is where majority of people are on the internet. So on their mobile devices, chances are they're either looking at their Facebook page, just finding out what's happening. They're all either Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. So those are the main sort of platforms where people are engaging with content. So this is where you want to be, and that's where you want to promote your content too. But now here's the problem. Yes, I know I've been talking about the importance of social media and why you need to be there and all that stuff. But it doesn't mean that there isn't a problem there. And I'll explain why. The problem is if you build your audience on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter, Instagram, you don't have access to your subscribers' email addresses or names. I mean, you may know their name, but you don't have their details. So let's say something happens with Facebook, they change the terms and conditions when it comes to profile pages. Basically, you're stuck. You know, you could actually lose an audience. In fact, there's a very scary story that happened not so long ago. I'm sure you remember MySpace. A lot of people, a lot of companies invested their time, money on MySpace, but where is it now? So the clever marketers at that time were able to drive those people to their own platform in order for them to keep them and notify them as things change. So let's say something happens to, say, YouTube or even Twitter. You need to be able to have some sort of way to communicate with your followers on your own platform, because building all this content on these platforms is very, very dangerous. Okay, I've mentioned a company going bust. Now, let's say you're on Facebook and you did something that was against the terms and conditions of Facebook. Because believe it or not, even I don't know all the terms and conditions of Facebook. So I could innocently do something that will get my page banned. And let's say I've spent so much time and effort and money to build that page, and I have, say, 100,000 subscribers or followers, or on any of these platforms, and I did something that violates their terms and conditions. Guess what? They'll ban you, and all that work you've done is gone. And you have no way to communicate with those subscribers that you've been building over the years. So it's very, very important for you to find a way which will harness all those followers into a central place which you have 100% control over. So the solution is, yes, go on all these social media platforms, produce your content, put it up there, get known, try and get to reach as many people as possible, but that traffic needs to come to your website. You need to find a way to say to those people on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, come to my website for something. So this could be a content upgrade, I mean, whatever it is, but they need to be able to come to your website. And here's the thing, when they come to your website, this is where you can add a lead generator, because when they come to your website, you can say to them, look, if you love my content, I can notify you when I produce more content. And then by doing that, they will give you your email address. So now you're building your own database outside of YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and all those social media platforms. And this is the smart way to do it. In fact, a lot of marketers out there say the money is in the list, and this is the strategy they're referring to. So if you have a website and you're not doing this, this is something that you may need to consider doing as soon as possible. So here's the strategy now. So what you need to do is to decide what content you need to create. So whether it's video, audio, or articles, right? So step one is to create the content, right? So once you've created that content, you need to distribute it, okay? So you create the content, you go on Twitter and say, hey, look at my article. You go on you go on Facebook and say, hey, I've just created a post or a video or a podcast. Here's the link, go and check it out. Okay, so that's what you need to do. And this is where you need to distribute this content to as many platforms as possible. Okay, and one way that works to encourage people to give you their email address in the lead magnet stage, which is stage 3, is to give them something away for free as an incentive for them to give you your email address. Okay, this could be a content upgrade. So you could do a video and then say, look, if you want to download the code that makes this page, then you need to subscribe. Okay, so that's known as a content upgrade. You could also say to them, look, I am giving away a theme or a template or a plugin. So in order for you to get that, you need to register. Okay, so that's another way you can get people to signing up to your mailing list. And the third one is notification. And this is the basic one. All you have to do is to say, if you want to stay up to date with all my content, or you want to know when we're going to produce more videos, then you can leave your name and we'll email you as soon as that video or that content is out. So you can see here, building an audience is fantastic, and those 3 steps will give you the opportunity to have an audience. And having an audience is one of the best things you can ever have when you have a business, because it makes your marketing easier and it just makes the whole process of selling your products way much easier. And it also gives you encouragement. I mean, the amount of times where I go into my emails and I hear people say, oh, you know what, that video that you've created has helped me. It just helps boost you. It helps motivate you. And also, if you have any problems in your business, the customer service becomes easier because these people are now communicating with you directly and they feel like they know you. So once you have this audience, what can you do with it? Well, it's simple. You can create surveys. So let's say you want to create a brand new product. You can actually go to your audience and say, right, everyone, I'm trying to create this. What do you think? So that's your market research. And companies pay a lot of money for market research. So if you can do your own research within your own audience, that'll be a fantastic way, because these are a group of like-minded people. Okay. Secondly, you can offer discounts. So let's say you have a product that's going out there and it's time for Valentine's or it's time for Easter. You can offer discounts, and this helps you keep your loyal customers or your audience. You can also do promotions specifically to your audience, and this makes them feel more special. And also you can generate a lot of traffic to your website. So let's say you've created a brand new video or a brand new course. You go to your audience because you have them in your database. You can say to them, hey, hi everyone, I've got a brand new video out there. Click here to go and watch it. So now that's traffic again coming to your website, and this encourages them to share it. On the fifth one is brand deals. Now, when you start growing your audience and you are getting recognized out there, you will find that brands will want to make deals with you to help them promote their products. And this is where you can start making money without even knowing it. So it's very, very important to do that. Now, let's go through the list of the resources that you need in order for you to execute all these things that we've been talking about. So first of all, you need a very good hosting platform. Now, I can't stress this more, but hosting is one of those things that if you get wrong right from the beginning, you're in trouble, especially if you're a beginner. I mean, if you're someone that knows how to use WordPress and you can find your way around troubleshooting and all of that, that's fine. But if you're a beginner and you're starting off, the most important thing that you need to make sure is in place is your hosting. And InMotion hosting is very, very good because they have a team of geeks that know about WordPress. But just because we're running WordPress doesn't mean that it's immune to problems. So when you have a problem, it's always nice to go to a company and say, hey, I'm having this problem with my website. My database has crashed. How can I get it up and running? And having that team of experts to come back to you and say, okay, this is what you need to do, and help you solve it in a timely manner is the best thing you can ever have, because the hosting is the foundation of your website. It's the foundation of your business. Secondly, when you build your website, you need to use tools that make it very, very easy for you to create custom pages and any type of layout that you want. And I'm strongly behind Divi, not only because I'm an employee there, but because I've been using Divi way before I joined the Elegant Themes team. So Divi is very, very good. And I've also got a course. I can offer you a discount if you haven't built your website yet. And you can just drop me an email, or I can give you a link to our resources page at the end of this presentation. Now, the next one is very, very interesting. It's TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy helps you discover keywords, and it also helps you do keyword competitiveness analysis. Now, why this is important is, I know I mentioned that you need to create content, you need to create videos, because video is going to be 80% of the traffic. Now, you may just jump in and start creating videos, but that's dangerous, because you need to know if those videos are in a competitive niche, or if it's easier for you to rank for that video. Because ideally what you want to do is, when you create the video, you want to get people to discover your video. And you know how the search engine works. If you're not on the first page of the search engines, you are actually wasting your time. And I also have a video that shows you how to do the keyword research. In fact, I created this yesterday. So I will link that in the show notes below as well, or you can just go to the article and see that video. Now, the next one is ConvertKit. I know I spoke about the importance of a lead magnet in order for you to build your mailing list. the best tool that I've seen so far out there, and it's constantly being improved, is ConvertKit. Now, I want to take a moment and explain one of the main reasons why I moved to ConvertKit. Before, I used to use MailChimp and Aweber. Now, what will happen is, let's say someone signs up to download a layout on your website, and then on another occasion they sign up to be notified. What happens is that person is entered twice into the database. So as your list is growing, you'll have a lot of duplications, especially if you're giving away different type of content. So those duplications cost you money, because some of these companies charge you based on how large your email list is. So let's say you have 5,000 users, they are going to charge you based on the users that you have. And this means that those duplications add up to those total subscribers. Now with ConvertKit, it's totally different. If someone subscribes onto 3 items that you're giving away, or 3 opt-ins, guess what? It's counted as 1. And that name is given tags. So let's say the person you've created a tag called freebies. They will have a tag called freebies, and if they also downloaded a free layout, they'll also be tagged with free layout. So it's one person being tagged with different items they've opted for. So this is a game changer in, or at least for me, in terms of building your mailing list, because I would know now that my list is perfect, even though it's not as large as it would be if it would have duplicates, but having it this way is perfect, and also working with tags is fantastic. Now they also have new features coming out. In fact, I was watching a video where you'll be having a lot of automations and workflows, so that's exciting stuff coming to ConvertKit. And again, as I mentioned, all these things can be found on mac.live/resources. Okay, so we've come to the end of our presentation. Let me know what you guys think about what I've discussed throughout this presentation. I'd like to hear your thoughts, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments box below. Until next time, thanks for watching, and see you in another one.